Hey everybody. Earlier today, I took a ride to a butcher shop. I was taking you with me in the Jeep, and I don't know where the footage is. I thought I hit record, but apparently when I was explaining where we were going and what we were doing, that part didn't record, but everything else afterwards recorded. So I'm just coming on real quick to just give you an overview as to when and why I was going to a butcher shop. So Radar has really bad allergies. We think one of the allergens is chicken. So we were trying to figure out, okay, what else can we give him in place of a diet of chicken? So beef, high allergen for dogs, don't even want to try it, it's very pricey. So why not go to the second priciest? Duck, if that's not even higher, but I'm not sure. But anyway, he deserves it. So I was looking around, calling all different butcher shops, trying to see who had the best deals and the best price, and I found a place. So I was taking you with me while we went to pick it up. And yeah, so that's where and why this video. This is what I did today. Also in the video, we ended up making no-bake dog treats. I still have to take that out of the freezer and see what the dogs think of it. But in the meantime, here's the footage from earlier today. And all right, take it from there. Butcher shop, it was about a 45-minute drive, and I have to tell you,
at the stop sign, turn right onto Ridge Road.
Turn right. It's so beautiful around here. It's making me so excited to get the RV all fixed up and ready so that we can go camping.
In 2 miles, turn left onto Midway School Road.
The Smoky Mountains are only a few hours from where we live, and we can't wait to get into the mountains and go camping. And certain areas, when you're driving around, you get the views of the mountains, and it's calling me. We just want to get out there, and hopefully someday we'll get a house in the mountains. I've always had this dream of having a lake and then mountains all around it, and my house has this deck that just overlooks the lake, and it has wildflowers growing on the hill. There's like nobody around. It's beautiful. So hopefully that is something that will come into fruition, because it will be wonderful. So I can't wait for us all to be going camping, and even we're going to be going to Dolly World and going down the Blue Ridge Mountains and taking that ride. I heard that's absolutely breathtaking. So these are some things that will be in future videos that we can't wait to do. But alright, well, I'm gonna keep heading home and admiring the view. Okay, so I'm home, and this is the duck. Apparently it's called Culver, or Culver duck. There they are, 6 of them. And oh my god, I was so happy. Scrapple. Did you ever have Scrapple before? It's nowhere to be found in Arkansas, nowhere to be found in, so far, any diners or places here either. I'm sure they have to be somewhere because they sold it at this butcher shop, but But can I tell you how happy I am to have Scrapple? I have not had Scrapple, oh my gosh, oh my God, more than 10 years? Like I'm super excited. So it's pretty much all the shit from animals, not shit, but so Scrapple's pretty much all the scraps from, you know, all the stuff that people probably don't want to eat from leftover pork. But yeah, it's good stuff. So let's see. It says, hold on. Okay, so let's see what's the ingredients are for the Scrapple. So we got ingredients: pork stock, pork livers, pork fat, pork skin, white cornmeal, pork hearts, wheat flour, salt, and spices. So that is what is Scrapple, and it is so good. So growing up, my dad, they would slice it thin and fluff it in flour and then bake it. But I'm not going to use flour when I make it, but we make it crunchy. It's really good. It's very tasty. So let me know if you like it or not, if you've ever had it. Also, pork roll. I don't see that anywhere here either. Even at the food stores. Like, I'm really surprised. You would think that pork roll would be around. But nope. Nope, nope. All right, so I gotta get the ducks in some cold water so they thaw. And then eventually I'm gonna have to grind them. And I'll show you that process so you can see what exactly I do. But, all right, let me get this in, and then I'm gonna make the boys some treats. My sister sent me a recipe, and I'm gonna try it out. And all right, I'll show you what that is in case you're interested for your dogs too. Ducks are in their bath, their cold water bath. I reverse them every other so that they fit well in here, and then I have 2 soaking in this pot of water. I hate to fill the sink up because we have a septic tank and it just fills very quickly. It's small for this house, so we try to not use as much water as we need to. You know, so typically what I do is I'll fill the pot up if I have to thaw their meat out, and then I dump it out here. I normally dump it on the plant, but since it's been so cold and this has just been a sheet of ice out here, I dump the water on this to, you know, get rid of all the ice. That majestic beauty right there. But now I'm gonna get ready to make the dog treats. Got the ingredients for the pumpkin treats. So we got 100% pure pumpkin, not pumpkin pie filling. You don't want that. You want 100% pure pumpkin. Peanut butter. I'm going to be using almond butter. I have a little bit enough that that's required for this recipe, which is a half a cup of the almond butter, peanut butter. Then you have a cup of pumpkin puree, quarter cup of coconut oil. I don't know where the measuring cups are, again, because we just moved here and we have all the storage down in the basement, so I still have to find them. So anyway, a quarter cup is 2 ounces, so I measured that out. I have the pot on very low, so I'm gonna melt that. And then we have, you don't have to add rolled oats, but you can if you want to. And my sister said her dogs love it more with the rolled oats. So I'm gonna add some of them too. There wasn't any amount that she had in the recipe, I don't think. I didn't see, it's just optional. But I'll be adding some of that. And she started off with mixing the coconut oil, peanut butter, and coconut. So I'm gonna melt this. Once this melts, then I'm gonna add the peanut butter and so I have the peanut butter, So with the ingredients, I'm just melting the coconut oil in a pan on low heat. So she says that she adds the pumpkin and the coconut and the peanut butter in a pan and warms it a little bit. She said you don't have to, but that's what she does, so it blends better. I love the movie Blended. So she did like a little video for me and sent it to me, and she was like, Blended, which is great movie. So we're gonna be doing that since I figured since I already have the coconut oil in here to melt, I might as well just add the rest of it and mix it together. And as for the oats, she said just wing it. You can add however much you want to it. And then also she sprinkles in some cinnamon, ground cinnamon, for a little bit of extra flavor. All right, so I'm gonna dump this stuff in, and then I'll be stirring it up and I'll let you see what that looks like. Okay, so I added the peanut butter and the pumpkin to the coconut oil and stirred it up, and this is what we got. Now I'm gonna sprinkle some cinnamon into it. Okay, not too much. And then stir that up. All right, and then after this, oh, I need to add the oats. I almost forgot about that. So let me open this and then we'll put some of them in. All right, so we'll sprinkle some in. All right, I guess that should be enough. And blend it. Yeah, looks like a good amount. Probably could add more, but okay. So stir this all up, and then she told me to get a cookie sheet, pan, or I guess if you have a baking dish too, it doesn't matter. Just something flat. Probably put them in molds too, because you're going to be putting this in the freezer when you're done. So she just sticks it on a cookie sheet and then puts it in the freezer for 2 hours. So let me transfer this mixture onto the baking sheet. All right. When I had the cookie sheet out, I remembered that our fridge is not that big inside the shelves. And as you can see, it's narrow and thin. So I thought a cookie sheet is definitely not going to fit. So what I did was I took a shelf out of the freezer and just wrapped the parchment paper around it. And she recommended to spread the mixture. Just dump it on your whatever you're going to be using to put in the freezer. So mine's a shelf. So dump it on and then grab another piece of parchment paper, lay it over top of it, and then spread it that way with your hands. But you can do it however you want. I'm gonna finish spreading this around, and then I'm gonna put it in the freezer, and then we'll see what it looks like in 2 hours. So this is what it looks like. So I'm gonna put it in the freezer now. I don't know if I should keep the parchment paper on it or not. I think I will, just to keep it covered. So let's put this in the freezer. Oh, jeez. Oh my God, ew, it's like it pooped all over. Oh my gosh. I guess I should have stuck it in a different pan. Oh my heavens. All right, let me clean. I even got it all over my phone. Oh, gross. All right, I mean, it smells delicious. It smells really good. But all right, let me clean up. Oh my God, it looks like poop. Oh goodness. All right. Okay, so we're taking out the dog treats. As you can see how narrow that is to get stuff out of there. All right, got the dog treats out of the fridge, and she told me that all you do is break it apart. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. Just gonna. All right, we'll break it apart. Oh man, we got anxious customers here. Yes, we do. All right, it's frozen though, boys. All right, stop. Drop. Over. Radar, come on. Okay, we don't need swirlies. Drop. Drop. It's gonna be cold. All right. All right, we paw print approved? I think so. I think they like it. You like it? Okay. So it's safe to say that it's a winner with the boys. I'll give them one more little piece. All right, and I made this because Radar cannot have chicken. We do have these treats that I got from the store, and I don't want to be giving him anything with chicken anymore. So that's why my sister sent me this recipe that she makes. As you can see, no, Coda, they love it. So I don't want to give them too much, but no, you had enough. So we'll save some for later, okay? All right. It smelled so good, I wanted to try it too, and it's actually not bad. A bit dry, but because of the oats, but it's good. It's good.